What is going on, YouTube? My name is Lucas, and today I have a video for you, and I think that this one is a much needed video. It's going to be on AgEagle, and many of you guys are aware what has been going on with AgEagle, and they've kind of been on the defense. We're going to be talking about everything that was accused, kind of everything that was revolving around the short seller, but we're going to continue to provide amazing content, positivity, and really back AgEagle for everything that they've accomplished to this point. So if you're interested in AgEagle, ticker symbol UAVS, I suggest you stay tuned right after this. Before we start talking AgEagle, drones, ticker symbol UAVS, I ask that you guys smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, comment down below, and now it's time to get to the video. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, this one had me fired up. This one really had my blood boiling, and the reason is because I've done a ton of videos on AgEagle. I've done a lot of videos that really show a good direction, a lot of positivity, a lot of things that they have accomplished from a drone perspective, whether it is agriculture, whether it is package delivery, whether it is hemp, whether it is, going out and getting mica scents. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on. I mean, it truly does. So for a company to come out and really just kind of make some accusations, and then, after you start diving in and you start doing some research on the accusations, it starts to really make you puzzle. Like you're questioning, like, why would this even happen? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to provide you really the response that AgEagle provided. I'm going to break that down. And then what I am going to do is really just show support from a accomplishment standpoint and really tie some things together moving forward for the future. I'm beyond excited, guys, for AgEagle. I have been ever since I started doing a video about 7-8 months ago. And I do a lot of AgEagle videos because I believe in the company. I believe in what they are trying to accomplish. Obviously they have a partnership in Valqari. They went out and acquired mica scents. They are doing some amazing things. They have a hemp deal with the state of Iowa. They're going to be doing a lot more hemp deals with other states. I mean, it's amazing to see what they are accomplishing. So I'm going to dive into this and really provide you the response, and then we're going to break it down. So here we go. It says, AgEagle, an industry-leading drone solutions provider, today announced a response to the recent short-selling research report released by Bonita's Research yesterday morning, which contained false, inaccurate, and misleading information regarding the company. Michael J. Droz, CEO of AgEagle, stated the report by Bonita's Research contains multiple baseless claims, which we refute in the strongest possible terms. It is a clear attempt to manipulate and profit from the company's resulting stock price decline. The report did not reflect the proper stock exchange, which really, I think, was one of the biggest pieces, guys. This is traded on the American Exchange, which is housed under the New York Stock Exchange. I believe in the report they said that they trade under the NASDAQ, which is completely false. So right there, that starts to, throw up red flags for me immediately, because they can't even be accurate in some of their accusations, or even really just the simplicity of an exchange. So that was one thing right there. The following is AgEagle's response to certain claims made by Bonita's research report. The company has stated on numerous occasions that it is contractually obligated not to disclose the name of its major e-commerce. We are aware of that. Guys, we are aware that they have a major e-commerce that is bound by a non-disclosure agreement, and truthfully that is what is holding a lot of the information back from this company providing it to the public. I mean, we are aware of that. So, if that was the attempt to crack AgEagle to get them to spill out and tell who the non-disclosure is with, that clearly did not happen, and I bet that didn't even faze them at all. It says insider ownership as a percentage of shares. Now, this was a big question for a lot of people, and this is one that I really wanted to hit on, and I'm glad that they hit on this in their release, because a lot of people are like, what is going on? The upper echelon, the upper executives, they don't own a lot of shares. So here we go. It says insider ownership as a percentage of the shares issued and outstanding has declined due to large measure to the increase in shares issued in association with the company's capital raising activities over the past year. In addition, the company's founder and former chairman has formally resigned from AgEagle in accordance with the management succession plan announced in earlier 2020, as much as Mr. Chilcott is no longer deemed an affiliate. Right there, guys, they completely laid it all out there for you for the best that they possibly can. And it makes sense. You know, from an investment standpoint, we wanted a response. And with Michael Droz being the one that really is pushing home the response, I think that's significant because that's what we wanted to hear. So Michael Droz did continue, and he says attacks from shorting outfits such as Bonita's Research would ordinarily not be dignified with their response. However, with its attempt at impugning AgEagle's integrity and ethics require a clear and thorough refutation of their disparaging misinterpretations, we intend to review all of our options on how to appropriately respond up to and including litigation and referral of the entire matter to the proper regulatory authorities. So they continue to say, guys, and this is kind of a jab back. It's kind of like, really, this is who is shorting us, this is who is attacking us, and here's some of the previous things. So I'm not going to dive in too much of this. You guys, obviously, if you really are that interested, you can go see the other court case that was involved with them. But this is what they noted in the bottom. It says, in 2019 and 2020, several media outlets reported on one instance where legal action was taken against Bonita's Research for making false and material misleading statements to the public. And the article was actually published in the City Morning Herald. So this isn't their first rodeo at trying to attempt this. And I'm sure, you know, depending on how bad this one actually ends up being for them, they may be done, but they may not be. So that's going to wrap up basically this entire thing with this from my perspective. I really just wanted to report the information and provide the response to what was said. I am not changing any of my mindset. I believe in the company, and guys, I've done so many videos, I've done so much due diligence to understand that what is actually going on, to what I possibly can know what's going on. Obviously, there is a non-disclosure agreement, so I don't know everything, but there enough to what I do know. I know this company is doing the best they possibly can, and they really want to make an impact in the drone sector. They have Valqari. They have a hemp deal with the state of Iowa and Florida. They are going out and they're doing assembly and manufacturing. I mean, they redid their website. They completely redid the logo. They're trying to create a brand, and they want people to understand who AgEagle is and what they do. They went out and got mica scents. I mean, we're going to cover all this, but it's just, I want you guys to understand that. And that's really what this video is about. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now what we're going to do is we're going to really start providing kind of some behind the scenes, some stuff that's obviously public, but things that people may not really pay that much attention to that is going to support everything AgEagle has been doing. So this very first thing we're going to dive in is going to be kind of a big time eye opener. So it says, the company generally recognizes revenue on sales to customers, dealers, and distributors upon satisfaction, which means that the deal has been completed, it's done, they've got their product and everything. So keep that in mind. It says of performance obligations, which generally occurs once controls transfer to customers, which is when the product is shipped or delivered depending on specific shipping terms. Additionally, customers are required to place a deposit or pay upon shipping for each UAV or drone delivery assembly part ordered. Customer payments received in advance of the company completing performance obligations are recorded as a contract liability. So understand that exactly what I'm about to provide you. Make sure that it's completed all the way through. Like, this is actual revenue. This is actual money that has been completed. Understand. So this says percent of total sales for 3 months ended in March 31st. So the very first one they're going to show you is obviously 2019, and then they're going to show you 2020. So whoever customer A is, obviously, like I said before, there is a non-disclosure agreement in place. Customer A in 2019 was 68%, and then customer A in 2020 was 95.6%. Customer B in 2019 was 29.1%, and then they have not done anything in, obviously, 2020. It says accounts receivable due from customer A and C comprised of all of the accounts receivable as of March 31st, 2019. So let's dive into that. So we're going to see. So immediately out the gate, I want you guys to understand type drone assembly and product sales. Drone assembly and product sales. So they're doing the drone assembly and they're doing the product sales. So everything right there is a package deal. Software platform and sales is the next piece. And then you're looking at a total. So what you're looking at for the 3 months ended in March 31st, 2019, there was $38,083. That was for the drone assembly and product sales. Software platform and sales was $7,910. That was a total of $45,993. So we understand that. This is where it's completely changed. This is 2020. This is a dramatic change. So you're looking at drone assembly and product sales has ramped all the way up, guys, to $374,278. This is from a major customer. Then you see software platform sales, $17,002. This totaled out to $391,280. So a big time deal right there. Someone is obviously purchasing a large amount. You can see the huge difference from the years. So this next piece that I'm going to show you is going to be a podcast that was conducted with Matt Martin. And the reason I want to show you this quick snippet is because all the information that was recently done here, I believe it was in January, Matt Martin really goes into detail on what we can expect, at least from a very broad perspective, from package delivery. He really hits on too the fact that they are very, very driven and focused on continuing the agriculture aspect, because that is what is obviously in their name, and that is a big part of what the drones and the future of drones is still going to be, obviously, is agriculture. And I think this is very telling information. He says that there's a lot of things that you're going to see that they could talk about here in the near future. And I obviously don't know if he was specifically hitting on the MicaSense aspect, but I think there is plenty more to come. And it's going to be exciting. He says that basically you're going to see where they fit in. And I think that's a key part. So let's just dive in and see what Matt Martin has to say.
So tell me a little bit about how AgEagle got into deliveries.
Yeah, so, as I said, agriculture still serves as the foundation of the company, but we have branched in and really from called a drone delivery, or really a drone system solution. How can we provide a solution to a customer or customer base out there? It's obviously, if you follow the various media reports, drone delivery is kind of the proverbial 800-pound gorilla that everybody's chasing after. Because it is such a huge marketplace dominated by a number of the large logistics services across the country. For us, we really focus on a solution and call it a tailored solution. I need to get something, be it a pharmaceutical, be it an e-commerce from point A to point B, be it the last mile or be it something different. To your point, I think 2020 saw the focus change and evolve. The coronavirus pandemic, contactless delivery across many entities became kind of really no longer a nice idea, but more of an essential idea. And that's where the drone delivery really come to play. So we're focused on a number of aspects. Really the tailored solution provider, be it rural deliveries, be it pharmaceutical deliveries, those type of things, how we can provide to be not just a drone company, a drone provider, but a system provider, be it an integrator, be it whatever that customer may need. That's really our focus. And we've got a number of projects and work that hopefully in the not too distant future we can publicly show what they are, what we're doing. And I think it'll show really where we fit into the whole drone delivery piece of the industry, which, as you say, is evolving quite a bit. FAA regulations have made it very difficult, and maybe not so difficult, it's impractical. You really need to be able to do autonomous operation beyond visual line of sight, single operator flying multiple drones. If you really want commercial viability of a drone delivery, you need that capability. And I think that the regulations are evolving, as evidenced by what came out in the fall and through the course of the year. And I think we're going to see that continue over the course of the next several years.
So this final piece of information I'm going to provide before we dive into the chart is actually a piece of information they put out right before the hit piece was kind of put on display and really kind of tore up the stock. So we're going to talk about that right now. So webinar will feature state regulators and other industry experts discussing the future of U.S. hemp. I think that's extremely, extremely important that AgEagle was put into this, especially when it talks about discussing the future of U.S. hemp. So here we go. It says AgEagle, an industry-leading drone solutions provider. They hit on that a lot, guys, because you'll understand. Obviously, you saw that in Matt Martin's video. They want to be an industry-leading solutions provider. They want to be able to solve solutions. So always keep that in the back of your mind. It says solutions provider, the ArcView Group, jointly announced that the companies will be co-hosting a virtual town hall event titled State Regulators Look at the future of U.S. hemp on Thursday, March 4th, 2021, beginning at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. Webinar participants will hear from several of the country's state hemp regulator leaders on a variety of topics, including what steps states are taking to support and accelerate growth of U.S. hemp industry, free to all participants, and must attend online. Basically, they talk about all that information. It talks about Michael Droz being a part of it. It talks about the CEO of ArcView Group. It talks about the program manager of Colorado. So obviously another state that is not under AgEagle as of right now. It talks about the director, Kentucky Department of Agriculture Industrial Hemp Program. So Kentucky, another state that is not quite under AgEagle's contract right now. And then you talk about the director of cannabis from Florida, which the state of Florida is a part of, obviously, our hemp deal. And then you continue on, the bureau chief, Iowa. So obviously someone who is connected to Iowa. Iowa is one that is tied with AgEagle. And then the final one is CEO of Bylis District Economic Enterprises, and it's a Apache tribe. So not that one's not obviously under AgEagle as well. But guys, when you're talking about the states that are mentioned here, and they're not tied to AgEagle in a contractual way, it kind of makes you start to get your ideas flowing, because some of those were tied in and some of those are not. So maybe we might be, having something here in the near future talking about how those states become contractually bound to AgEagle when it comes to the hemp deals and everything like that. So I'm excited for this. I'm excited to see what they have to say, because this is a major entity. This is a major part of what AgEagle is doing. So just keep that in the back of your mind. And now we have come to my favorite part of any video, and that is chart breaking down time. So let's swing on over here and check out AgEagle, ticker symbol UAVS. So on Friday, it actually opened at $11. It got as high as $11.74. Its low was $9.66. Its volume was 29.91 million. Current market cap is $606.8 million. 52-week high is going to be $17.68. Its 52-week low is 19 cents. Average volume is 9.591 million. So guys, as you can see, the volume was up a ton on Friday. And the reason, we'll get into that, but that is a big time change when you're talking only 9.591 million to 29.91 million, especially for AgEagle. So it closed out the entire week at $10.32. That was up 15.18%. In the after hours to finish out the week, it was at $10.09. That was down 2.23% in the after hours. Now, the reason we're looking at a 1 week chart is because, guys, we were on a good path. We were doing very well. And I feel like we were actually in the projection to go in the upward direction, in all honesty. Everything was kind of setting up. We were getting some news here and there. Whether it is just overall drone information or there was some things about AgEagle. I think that hemp thing that I just talked about would have had somewhat of a positive catalyst as a little bit, just because it's a hemp deal and it's something that we're a part of. But then obviously we had the epic hit piece put out, and this thing just went in the downward direction, literally like someone had thrown a rock off a canyon, and down she went. It actually went down into about $8. But since, like I said, guys, it rebounded on Friday, and I would expect it to kind of start to rebound again. The reason is because we can understand that that was a hit piece. We can understand that that was a short position, and we can understand that that company has accused very similar things before, and we found out that they've had litigation, taken on them and things like that. So I'm going to refute that whole thing and just start really kind of studying it from a perspective of where AgEagle currently is at, and I think that this share price is definitely way lower than where it should be. I added to my position when it started to go down on Thursday. I'm now at 4,000 shares, as you guys can see right there. And so I'm excited. I am still looking to potentially add more if we stay kind of where we're at. If we continue in the upward direction, then I would most definitely just wait and see what happens. I really did not foresee us ever getting back to $8 for a long period of time, if ever. But it's one of those things that happens, guys. So I'm holding firm. And obviously, like I said, I added more to my position, and that's what I'm doing myself. So I wanted to provide that to you guys. I really appreciate you guys swinging by and checking out this video on AgEagle. And obviously, guys, I'm very bullish on this company, and I absolutely enjoy everything drone related, no question. I do want to remind you guys, I'm not a financial advisor, and anything I say in this video is for pure entertainment purposes only. And that's exactly what I'm here to do, is entertain. And you guys know how I do it. If you like this video, smash that like button. It helps out tremendously. And if you enjoy the content, because I'm going to keep the content flowing, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And as always, have a good day.